Timers for planes that come from players are different than the timers for planes that come from regular airlines. This video will go over the timer for player planes, the differences between them and regular airlines, and some tips to keep in mind for understanding how the player plane timer works. Hey everyone, this is Phat Airlines. Please subscribe if you'd like to learn more about World of Airports and how some of the mechanics in the game work. Stay until the end of this video to get some tricks on how to give player planes more time to handle. Thanks for watching, and let's get into it. Player planes in World of Airports get much more time to handle than a regular airline. The difference is very noticeable and really helps with handling planes on time. However, there is one catch. Player planes start their timer as soon as they start landing in your airport. Regular airlines don't start their handling timer until they reach the gate. This is important to know because you will want to have the taxiway clear for player planes to get to their gate as soon as possible. You want the planes to get to the gate without interruption so that you have more time to handle the plane. Remember, if a player plane is waiting for another plane to cross, push back, or anything else that will stop the plane, it's not good because the timer is already running. Clear the path and wait for the player plane to pass before allowing other planes to push back. Even though the timer starts when the planes first appear, the timer is usually still much longer than a regular airline. This makes it very advantageous to handle player planes. Player planes will also continue to count down even when the game is not currently active. This means that if you are in the middle of handling a player plane and you exit the airport, that player's plane handling timer will continue to count down even though the game is not active and the handling is not active. This can be a relief sometimes for the bigger planes, so you can come back later to finish handling. Have you noticed a very short timer when you have a player plane land? I've noticed this a few times, and I think there is a complex bug or mechanic that causes a short timer when the plane lands. Here is my explanation on how this happens and how to fix it if it happens to you. If you exit the game, whether that is because the game closed on its own or if you went to the main menu, and there is a player plane in the arrival queue, that same plane will not reset its arrival timer to the handling timer. This is a huge problem to be aware of because the arrival timer is considerably shorter than the handling timer. Luckily, there is an easy fix for this. Once the plane appears for landing, you can exit the airport and then come back. The plane will now land using the proper handling timer. Planes that are in your own fleet will currently reset their timers when you go back to the main menu . I hope this video helps you understand a bit more about how the timers work for player planes. Please like this video if it was helpful, and if you want to see more content and strategies about World of Airports, please subscribe. This is Phat Airlines. Thanks for watching. Have an excellent day.